Hello, welcome to the Lisa Loves Stitchin studio vlogs. My name's Lisa and I just realised I've got my reflective glasses on. I'll put my Cath Kidston glasses on so you don't have to look at reflection in my glasses because that's a bit annoying. There we go, no reflection. So it's been a few weeks, I think a month or more. I had been wanting to come to you before now, but life happens and things, you know, I just didn't get the time with life and work. And then I really haven't been working on anything this time. I just didn't have any energy to work on my current cross-stitch whips, which sometimes happens. So I have designed a couple of cross-stitch patterns for large projects, samplers. So I've been working on those. So I've decided, rather than keeping it secret, I will share with you my progress so far because I haven't got anything else to show you in regard to cross stitch. This is going to be a sneak peek of what is to come. So we're going to have, I have some FFOs knitting wise, but I can't show you because they're for Vlogmas. I've already recorded, I can't even talk, I've already recorded a tutorial for Vlogmas. It's not the best tutorial, it's not professional, but it gives you a little bit of helpful tips. So I am planning on doing Vlogmas. I'm not sure if it'll be daily. We'll see, because I just probably won't have the content because my life's pretty boring. I just work from home, don't go anywhere much, but if I'll see closer to the time and I'll think of some other activities I might be able to do that makes it a bit more interesting, so we'll see. We'll see what Vlogmas ends up being. It might be daily, it might be once every few days. But anyway, I'm going to try and give it a go again. What else? I've got some shop news, Christmassy stuff because, hey, it's Christmas soon. What did I do with it? I already got myself for Christmas a Christmas headband with berries. So I'm all ready for Christmas. And yeah, I've done my Christmas ornament for the ornament swap for the guild, for the Brisbane Modern Quilters Guild, and that's why I can't show you what I've got ready for that, because that's going to be the tutorial, which I can't release till day 5 of Vlogmas, because that's the day we have our Christmas party and I get to gift it, and then after that I can share it, just in case somebody happens to have seen it. Who receives it. Okay, so I've got some quilting updates, cross stitch updates, other craft updates, Christmas shopping decor thing, birthday update because I had my birthday. Oh my god, 45. But I don't mind. I mean, I'm not a fan of birthdays much these days because you're older and I don't know, it's not as exciting as when you're a kid. You sort of, you know, it's just not as exciting. That's why I prefer Christmas, because everyone's celebrating, where birthday is just you. But I'm grateful that I've got a birthday and gosh, I can't even talk. There's a lot of people out there don't get the privilege of growing old. So every year that you grow older is a privilege and you should appreciate it, even if it's not as exciting as when you were younger. So, what will I start with? I suppose I'll start with the cross stitch. So, my first whip is my design. It's on 40 count Ocean Air. I would have preferred 32 count because I'm doing 1/1 and it's very tiny. So if you're going to do this chart in the future, I would say go for 32 count or 36 count, because there is a paragraph of 1/1 in the center, or just near the top, which will be much easier if it's in a higher count. But it looks really good. I'm so excited. So I need to just pause briefly and bring up the poem so I can tell you what it is. Okay, so in case you hadn't guessed from my saying I'm looking up a Greek poem, I've decided to do a sampler that is an ancient Greek sampler, because I'm sick of doing just plain alphabet. So I thought, why not do the Greek alphabet, because that's alphabet but different slightly. So that's what I did. And then I looked up an ancient Greek poem, and it's from the poem Meleager. And I'll just read you the verse that I chose to put in my sampler. So it is, if anything happens to me, Cleobulus, my friend, for I am not safe, I lie like a curling vine, flung in the fire of girls. Before you send my ashes under earth, pour in strong wine, then on the drunken urn write, Hades, no love sends this gift to death, and bury me and go. So I thought we needed a dramatic, morbid poem, and this is Meleager giving instructions to his friend Cleobulus for how he wants his send off to be to hell, to meet Hades, and just like taking a token with you to pay the ferryman. He wants his friend to douse, pour wine in his urn so that he's taking some wine with him to the underworld. So I thought that was quite appropriate, and it sounds dramatic, flung into the fire of girls. Very weird translation, but that's the translation. So that's the little poem in the center of the sampler. And without further ado, I'm going to show you my piece. So you can see I've got the, there's a lot of Greek tiles patterns that have waves on. So I've got some waves going around, that goes all the way around the border. Then there's an inner straight border, and then I've got the capitals of the Greek alphabet already done. And then I just put in like another tile pattern that I found. And then there's I'm still working through the lowercase of the Greek alphabet. Now in this case, this one, even though it's 2 letters, and you'll go, why don't they have the same spacing between them? It's because it's 1 letter, but 2 characters. That's just the way it is. And then I've started like a chain border around the poem, and I've just so far got me, Cleobulus, my friend. So I worked on the right hand side. So that's what I've got so far. Then below that chained poem with the chain link on the edge, there'll be some, you've always got to have some creepy looking goats. So there'll be some goats. There's a temple instead of a house. It's not too involved, it's just basic temple. And then down the sides there are some tile patterns. And because they always have beautiful tiles in ancient Greece. And then down the bottom there's an ancient tile pattern that has the barn owl on it, which is a revered animal in ancient Greece. So that's why you'll often see it in tile patterns and things like that, and in their urn decorations and things like that. So yeah, so that's what I've got done so far, and I'm doing it in DMC 939. I wanted to do it in white, however this blue fabric was just a little bit too pale, so the detail, you couldn't see it as much, so I frogged that and then found this dark, very dark blue, and it's still blue for Greek. I wanted to keep the theme of blue, so I went with this colour, and it stands out really lovely. But when you're doing it, you could do it whatever fabric color you like and whatever background, like whatever thread you like. But I just chose this because it's sort of the Greek colors. But I had wanted to do it in blue and white with the white stitching, but it didn't work out. So if you had a darker fabric, the white would look really good. I wanted it sort of like, you know, those beautiful blue and white, what is it? What's that pot? Ceramics. Waterford? Oh no, not Waterford. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. But anyway, I love it. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. So I hope you like it too. And I hope you'll enjoy when I do release the pattern, stitching an alphabet that's Greek instead of English. That's something different. So that's that one. Now, no. What did I do with my other one? I bet I haven't got it here. Bummer. I don't have my other sampler here, so I will show that next time. But the other sampler is a Queensland themed sampler. So it's a Queenslander, it's called, and it has little green frogs and heart-shaped leaves going around the border. So they only sort of go on the corners, opposing corners, and then it's just straight down stitch because I didn't want you to there's a lot of detail in the actual sampler, so I didn't want people to give up because the border was too involved. So I only put the detail for the border on the corners, and then the rest is just straight stitching lines. So that's fairly quick. And then it's a series of 12 houses, all Queenslanders from around the Queensland, Brisbane, wherever area. And yeah, so I've done all the Queenslanders, but there's a lot of detail in those because they've got you know, a lot of fencing and things like that, like woodwork coming down, like so I've got a lot of straight satin stitch sort of thing, but not satiny, if you know what I mean. Just straight stitches going down. So yeah, so it's quite detailed, but the houses are lovely. Some of them have got a bit of trees or greenery around them. Some are just plain, but they're all different colours. I tried to change up the colours, but they're all based on real houses around the Queensland area. So I hope you'll like that too. And it's on a beautiful spring, what is it called? Spring fling or something, spring coloured green fabric from number 12 Stitch Co. It's gorgeous. So I'll share that with you next time, unless I happen to locate it before I finish this video. I don't know where I've put it, because I put that down so that I could work on the Greek sampler, because I thought I'd get that finished quicker. Then I can release that and then still be working on the Queenslander one, because I'm having to stitch the models myself, so it's taking forever. But hopefully that one will come out next year. I'm hoping the Greek one I'll have done by the end of the year, so then sort of early 2022 I can release that to you all. So that's all the cross stitch I've been working on, and I hope to do some Christmassy cross stitch, get back into some of my whips leading up to Christmas. So fear not, you will see those again. It's not all going to be my stuff that I've designed, but I just thought I'll share that with you because that's what I had the mojo to do, and I didn't have any energy for the other one at the moment. I don't know why, I just wasn't feeling it. You know when something pulls to you and you really enjoy stitching it, and other things just take a back seat for a bit. So so now I'll go on to where I'm up to with my quilt. So I picked up this box at Spotlight. It was $11.99, I think. I want to get some more. They only have one there. And I think I'd seen the lady from the Fat Quarter Shop had them. And you put your quilts blocks in there and they keep nice and clean and tidy, and they're not misplaced. Everything's, oops, sorry, everything's there. So this is the quilt, just as a reminder of what I'm doing, which is the Swiss quilt. and it's by Thimble Blossoms, Camille Ross Kelly, and I think it's their, the fabric is Little Ruby by Bonnie and Camille for Moda. So that's a really sweet pattern. I did make a boo-boo. I've done a lot of blogs, but I did make a boo-boo, and I did realise they're not the size they should be necessarily. I hope it still works out. Because I forgot my machine, I forgot to put it on the patchwork setting each time, and that moves the needle over a little bit, so I don't think my seams were always exactly 1/4 inch. So as long as the squares even up so that they're roughly the same size, hopefully it'll still go together. So I've got this one. This is a little bit dirty because somebody named Sooty stole it and took it outside and before I could grab her. She's quick. You got to be quick with Sooty. So I've started putting my blocks together. I won't show you them all, but yeah, I've got quite a few and I've ironed them all. I think I've done about 40. So they're all good. There's a couple I made boo-boos on, so I've got to go back and unpick and fix that up. And then once I've done those, I've still got another few blocks to finish making. And then this is the binding. Oh, goodness me. Okay. These are blocks I had to sew together that go at the ends of the rows, some of the rows. So you just had to join up random fabric squares. I think these were 4.5 inch blocks, so I had to have 6 of those, so I've got them. And that's going to be the binding. It's really cute, very picnicky. So that all goes safely away in there till I'm ready to finish doing it, which is great. I love it. I want to get some more. And they're reasonably priced, $11.99. It was not too bad. So yeah, so next, what have I got next to show you? Okay, I had a birthday, as I just mentioned, of course. And I bought myself, for my birthday, I bought myself from Rainbows and Stitching a project bag, a Harry Potter themed project bag, because you're never too old to love Harry Potter. Isn't it cute? I love the fabric. And it comes with that zipper pull, 9 3/4, and the little charms, complimentary charms. Got this cute fabric, and then all the houses shields. So I love that. So I can't wait to use that bag. So I bought that for myself. And then lo and behold, Rebecca sent me this at the same time. It's a notions pouch. Isn't it cute? It's perfect for your notions. To swap in and out between your bags. Or even if you're a stitch in hand person and you've got a small project, you could easily fit that in here just to pop in your purse to take out and about with you. If you want to be, you know, in the car and you've got time to fill in, you can stop and do some stitching. So that's perfect. And how cute is this? Hedwig fabric and platform 9 3/4. Gorgeous, with the same zipper pull. Thank you, Rebecca. Mwah, beautiful. So that's awesome. I might actually stick my little small Christmas, because my little hoop will fit in there. I might stick my small Christmas stitch in there that I'm doing, and that'll be perfect. Which is this one that I want to bring out and work on because we're leading up to Christmas. The only thing I stalled on this because I had to unpick the black hat because I stuffed it up. I don't even know what this fabric is. I can't remember. But that's it there. So I might just pop that now before I forget. I don't know what I did with my little hoop. I put it somewhere. I might have to go on a hunt for it because I didn't have it with the project. But how perfect's that? Let me just pop that down. I think it's a 3-inch hoop I've got. So that'll be perfect. Thank you. And, wait on, I'll just pull. Okay, I'm back. What? Oh, there it is. I just found the hoop. Perfect. So, then I got a surprise in the mail. I'm like, it was from South Australia, and I'm like, I don't know anyone in South Australia. Who sent me this? And there was a birthday card in there. I'm like, what? And then it said from Dawn in Switzerland. And then I realised that she had gone online to Etsy to, I'll put the details below here because I think it's Hugs and Quilting in South Australia, and she makes project bags and other things, and she bought me a project bag and a little notions book. So how sweet is this? Thank you, Dawn. It was such a lovely surprise. Oh, here it is. It's Quilted Hugs by Sue. There you go. So it's this gorgeous like 18th century fabric and beautiful little lilac-y and violet coloured little flowers. Oops, I got a bit of thread on there. How beautiful is this? And then it's got a little crystal zipper pull. So pretty. So that's lovely. Thank you, Dawn. That was such a lovely surprise. I wasn't expecting that at all. And then I also got this cute little booklet, needle book. And hey, how cute is this fabric? With a little doggy, the clothes on the line, and the little cottage. And, oh look, that one's got the little birdie on the clothesline with a bit of mail in its mouth. And then inside, I've already started using it, you got the fluffiness to put your thread on so it doesn't fall. While you're working on stuff, it's got a needle it come with. And then it's got this lovely ribbon, grain ribbon. And then 2 little pockets for your needle, embroidery scissors or whatever, or your needle minder. You could attach your needle minder with the back inside the pocket, and then your needle can just attach there. And then that just pops easily into any project bag you've got, so, or into your notions pouch. So that was lovely. Thank you so much, Dawn. I really appreciate that. So yeah, so that was a good birthday. And then Wayne surprised me when we were away at Tugun. He bought me a pair of Mary boots, which I'd been desperate for a pair of Mary boots for ages. They're like gum boots but stylish, and they got neoprene on the inside, so it's super soft and comfy, and they're really soft, like they're not stiff, you know, and they're just ankle high boots, and they're sort of done like work boots. And then Wayne bought me, yeah, a pair of green boots, and then just this week arrived another pair of boots, Mary boots, and they're mustard yellow, and he got himself 2 pairs as well. So that was really exciting. I'm very happy. I've been wearing them already. I really love them. And he also surprised me. Like, I nearly fell off the chair, right? He bought me fabric, quilty fabric from, I think it was from My Fabricology. And this was one I had looked at, so I had liked this fabric, so he got me a fat quarter of that. And then he got me this set, which is Open Heart Collection by Maureen Cracknell, and the fabric is just gorgeous, let me tell you. So you got this one with the ladies, this one this one. This one. Very sort of 60s vibes. Which is this is one I'd been looking. I think I might have sent him a picture saying I like this one. And he actually got it. I can't believe it. I'm so impressed. He's very thoughtful. So this is enough to make a quilt, small quilt. It's like hands clasped. And lastly, that one. Isn't it pretty? I love it. So I'm so excited. Then I'm like, oh, I need contrasting fabric so that I can make something. I don't have another pattern. And then I thought our Quilt Guild is doing a quilt along. See if I can get this back in its... Tell her she's dreaming. Okay, that's not going to go back in exactly. So I'll just sit that there for the moment. So I went to Spotlight and I got I think I got 3 meters of white fabric. I thought even if it's more than I need, I can use it on another thing. Just some white quilting fabric. And then 3 meters of this contrasting charcoal grey, which I thought would go really nicely with these, with the white background. So, yeah, our Quilt Guild is doing a pattern, which I can't remember. I think it's called 3D Popstar Block Quilt, and it's a free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. So if you check it out online, and they've got tutorials. I was tempted to join in with that, although I'm very late to the party. But I'm a little bit scared because it looks a lot more complicated than what I've been doing. This is really what I class that other quilt is like my first quilt virtually, because I have made an English paper piece quilts before, and I've made a, which I'll just get it for. Years ago, like I'm talking 20 years ago when I was at uni, my friend was pregnant and we were in class together. And anyway, she had a little boy and I made him a fabric book. And then I had all this leftover fabric, so I thought, oh, I'll make a quilt. But I only made the top, and then I didn't know what to do after that. And so for 20 years, this quilt top, and it's not done, it's just slapped together. It's been done for 20 years. I really should finish it, shouldn't I? But I didn't know how to finish it. I didn't know the next step because they didn't have online YouTube tutorials back then. So this is the quilt, and I think I should really finish it for my nephew James, so at least he can have it on his bed before he outgrows it. So, because it's really cute fabric. So yeah, and it's enough for if you put a border on it, for a little single bed. So yeah, so that's my first quilt. As in a first machine sewn quilt. The other quilt, which I did after that. So this is my first quilt top ever. The other one is my English paper piece quilt, which is out in the lounge room, which I took 20 odd years to finish as well, which I need to put in the wash because the dogs have got it dirty. So yeah, so I've got this here, and I should really try and get some backing fabric and some batting and just try and, or send it off to somewhere. They'll probably laugh at my dodgy sewing, but anyway, send it off somewhere and get them to quilt the top for me, and till I'm used to my machine. And I mean, look at this. This is just scrap fabric, and you can tell it's got the the dotted line at the end of the fabric and that. So, but it's okay. It's going to be for a kid that can dirty it up, whatever. So yeah. So anyway, so that's my first quilt top ever. So I need to get that finished. And so that Swiss quilt is my second ever quilt. So I'm not very confident. So I'm a bit nervous to cut into this fabric if I can't put it together. They do have a tutorial online, which I haven't finished watching yet, but I might watch that and see if it looks like something I can achieve. Or if it looks too complicated, I'll just find another simple pattern I can do with this. Or do the Swiss quilt. I could do the Swiss quilt pattern with this fabric again, and it just wouldn't be a Swiss quilt, it'd just be that pattern. Anyway, so I love that. So I've got all that fabric. That's exciting. Oh. So, other crafty things. I had from Spotlight a few years ago, they had on sale. They just brought these out and they had them on special. And I couldn't resist them. And they still have them, like different ones. I don't know if they got the exact same ones as this. But these iron-on transfers, because I don't have a Cricut cutter thingy, vinyl thingy that everybody's into these days. But these are the same thing. And you can just put it on a t-shirt or outfit, or you could put it on a bag, which is what I've done. So this one's the llama. It says nope. And this is another cute llama. So I don't know, I might put these on bags because I was thinking I made this bag. So this bag, I didn't make the bag itself. I've got it, you know, when you're at Spotlight at the counter or anywhere and they go, oh, would you like to buy a bag, you know, to put this stuff in, because there's no plastic bags these days. So I bought a $3 canvas bag and I ironed on this deer on the front of it. And how cute is that? Perfect for, it sort of looks Christmassy, wintry. And I thought that's perfect to make a canvas bag that looks boring into something exciting. So it's got this cute deer on it now. Isn't she lovely? And yeah, just went on in seconds. It was great. So definitely recommend this. And this is an idea for Christmas. Say you've got something you've got to give a gift. You could get just some cheap canvas bags, right? And do the iron-on transfers and then put the gift inside here, and it's super cute, and it gives them a practical bag they can take shopping or whatever, or a library bag, whatever. For kids even, you could get a kid's one. They've got a whole stack of different iron-on transfers, so check it out. So that's my, oh, the buzzer just went. Hopefully Wayne's there to go check the cake I made him. So yeah, so that's all the crafty bits that I've done this week. So the Vlogmas tutorial, if you're wanting to join in with me, if you've got some DPNs, double pointed needles, these are 3.25 millimeter. I think the pattern calls for 3.5 millimeter, but it doesn't matter because what we're going to be stitching is an ornament. It's not something you're going to wear. So some DPNs, some 4-ply yarn. If you've got 8-ply yarn, just make sure you've got bigger needles and it just changes the size of the object that we're going to be making. I got some little tiny pom-poms. These are $3 at Spotlight, so you can get little tiny, you'll need like the really tiny ones. They have different colours there. I wanted sparkly ones and I ordered some at Officeworks. But what came were too big. Oh, these big ones. Super cute, but too big for what I needed. So I had to go back and get some small ones. And you'll need some tiny... well, you don't need to have these. These are how I finish it. But you do need a little tiny bell. Jingle bell. I got a pack and they've got blue, silver, gold, hot pink, pale pink and red in them, and green. Little baubles. So one little packet of that would be more than enough to make multiples of, because you only need one each of these for the object. So that's something to keep in mind, because I've already recorded the tutorial. So I'll be sharing that over Christmas. And just whatever scrap yarn you've got, really. So that's that. The next thing I wanted to show you is some decor items I picked up from TK Maxx for Christmas. How cute is this? I got it for Wayne because he loves kayaking. I always like to buy one or two glass ornaments per year for the tree. It's a little bear and he's kayaking in a canoe. How cute. It's from the US, I'd say. Very cute. And he's all got his little Santa hat. So he'll be going on the tree this year. Very cute. And then he was $6.99 for a glass ornament. That's a bargain. Normally they're like $12.99 or $13.99. And then this one was $12.99, I think. And it's a stocking hanger. How cute. It's a little dog. So I thought, I've got a little sticker there. I thought, I couldn't get two, but I thought, well, this is strong enough. I'll just put the dogs, both their Santa sacks, hanging off this. At Christmas, we don't have a fireplace mantle to stick it on, but it'll sit on any shelf. So I'll just stick it on our entertainment unit. And that will hold their Santa sacks. So how cute is that? They had another one that had a cardinal, you know, the red cardinal on it, which was really sweet as well. And it's super heavy and sturdy. That is not going to fall down easy. And it's got this metal hook. So I got those two items. Plus I got, Target had these cute little like Christmas market stalls that light up. And they're all little wooden cutouts. So they were cute. So I got one of those, which I'll pop in a photo at the end here. So next I've got some shop news. I have my Christmas tree pattern, which I've had online as a PDF format. And I thought I just wanted to test out, especially for later on if I want to do hard copy patterns. So I ordered some printing to be done of that pattern in A5 format. And I did get one done in A4. But the A5 turned out okay. You can see the pattern okay. So I still had some buttons, wooden buttons, that I used the button for this project. So I've put together the pattern. I couldn't get bags to fit exactly A5. They'd sold out. So sorry, the bags are a little bit big, but it just keeps it protected. And I'm selling the patterns on my Etsy shop. So you'll see the pattern in there as a PDF digital. Have PDF digital in the thing. But then there'll be a separate listing for the hard copy one. So have a look for that. And it has it with the button. So the pattern, the button. And you'll not only get that, but if you email me when you purchase the hard copy pattern, if you send me an email, send me your email address on Contact the Seller messaging in Etsy, I will email you the PDF pattern as well. So you have both in case you use Pattern Keeper. So I thought I would sell that. And if there's a demand for it, I will get more buttons and get more of these printed. And it's got they're all in colour on cardstock. And it's got pictures on the back of how I finished it, and then on the inside, on the back of this one, is the actual pattern, and then on the back of this page is the you know, thread chart. So there you go. So if you want those, there's only 7 in my shop, so I can't guarantee I went to get some more buttons and the lady's on holiday. So hopefully she'll be back soon and I can get some more if they're needed. But let's see how these go. If they sell, I'll get more. But that may be the only ones. Who knows? So get in and get one if you want it. Comes with the button. I have put a higher price of postage on there than I think it'll need, but I don't know because it needs to go tracked and I haven't been able to get to the post office. So if you're domestic, it's still saying $5.50. If you buy it now, I will when I go to post it, if it costs less, I always refund you the overages. So I'll refund you the difference, and then I'll adjust the price accordingly when I realize how much it's going to actually cost to post. But I just put $5.50 on for now, so don't panic if you go, oh my God, $5.50. It may be less and I can refund you. I don't know. I had to go and buy some rigid envelopes at Officeworks because they didn't have any at the Bloomin' Post Office. So I don't know. They don't have the postage on, so I don't know till I go to the post office how much it's going to be to send it tracked, even though it's a document. I'm assuming it'll probably be the same as the $5.50 because they're just envelopes as well, up to 500 grams. So I'll assume it's around the same price. But we'll see. So go and check those out. And I did try to get biodegradable bags, but they didn't have the size I needed. They only had the tiny ones. So that's that. I've got lots of chunky chenille trim in my shop. So if you have some finishing to do over the holidays, check out my shop. I've got lots of different colors in the chunky thread. They're in 3-meter lots. They will come I've got navy blue and all these different colors. They'll come in little packets like that in lots of 3 meters, and there's some thinner ones there. So they're perfect for finishing around your pillows and stuff. So check that out. And I also have, I don't know if I showed you. I think I showed you last time. I don't know. I do have some cute dollhouse tins, Notions tins, and they open up and they've got like the inside of the dollhouse in there. And you can fit little Notions in there, or you could just keep it as a cute tin in your craft room, or you could use it as an Ort tin to put all your Orts in. Super cute. So I've got a number of those in the shop. I sent one off to Britain the other day, so that was exciting. And then, goodness me, I have some cute, I call them pop rocks, little stitch marker sets with natural rocks, stones on them in different colours. So I've got those sets in the shop now if you need something for a knitty friend for Christmas or something for yourself. Also a great gift idea all for yourself if you're making gift knitting and crochet items, or even if you're cross-stitching a pillow, you can put these on the back of the pillow as Handmade with Love, faux leather labels. I've kept the price really low on these. So check those out. They're in my shop. And I've got a number of items in my shop. You'll see it'll have sale in the title of the listing, and there's a lot of items I've marked down. So get in and get your gifts or gifts to yourself or things for gift knitting and crochet or whatever. Get those orders in, because the closer we get to December, the less likely it is to get to you in time for Christmas. Especially if you're overseas, you really need to get it in this next week or two. Otherwise, it's not necessarily guaranteed to get to you in time. I've got a lot of needle minders that are super cute on glass cabochons with little charms. These make great gifts as well, or for yourself. Then I've got this cute little swan needle minder. They've been popular. Thread keeps that match the needle minder. Super cute. Lots of different things in my shop. So go and have a look and see if there's anything you want for yourself or for a friend for Christmas. And yeah, have a look. What else did I have to show you? I don't think I've got anything else. Oh, that's what other thing you'll need for the... I just use this vintage crochet cotton, but any sort of thread that's thicker than sewing thread, which this is just slightly thicker, or twine or something, or yarn that's thin enough, that's to hang the bell inside the object that we're going to knit. It doesn't have to be vintage crochet cotton. That's just what I had handy. And some craft glue for the pom-pom to go on top. Yeah, I think that's everything. So I'll call it a day. I will catch you all next time. Probably the next time will be the start of Vlogmas, because that's only a couple of weeks away. So we'll aim, if you might be lucky and get something in between then, but if not, I will see you for Vlogmas. So get your Christmas decorations and decor ready. We are going to start enjoying the Christmas season. Even if you're not into Christmas, it's just fun to get into the festivities. And I'll bring you along with whatever I get up to, and look out for the day 5 of Vlogmas, for the 5th of December, because I will release the tutorial for the ornament we're going to make. I'll see you all then. Bye.